Alright guys, we're here to do a deck profile decking fight with for Ezel. Mostly just Grand Ezel. It's just mostly an upgrade to the Ezel deck. You got all kind of new stuff that came in set 6, set 15. This is a really good deck. It definitely contends with Kagero and Liberators, but not as much. It definitely can keep up as the best it can, but Kagero and Liberators just keep blowing things out of the water. Definitely keeps up with Revengers, stuff like that. Just consistent crit to be able to limit break lock your opponent with the cards that you play is really good. Being able to just spam his skill is good. So starting off, we got a new starter. New starter for Ezel, Scarlet Lion Club, Kara. Basically, our skill is when boosting an Ezel, and the attack hits the Vanguard, counterblast 1, put her in the soul. Look at top 4 cards, call 2 arrest. So it basically just helps you fill up your board. So when it's time to use the Grand Scissors, you'll be able to have enough units to be able to get his crit off pretty quickly. Because Counterblast 2 to call something is not as strong as Ezel, but you get a crit, so it justifies basically. So starting off, we have the Grand Scissors Ezel, the King of Beasts, all his greatness. Limit break 4, Counterblast 2, unlock all your cards. That's why you don't really see Link Joker like that, because he unlocks all cards. Liberators are playing it in golds, you know, as a 4 of or 1 of. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck, call 1 card, and if you have exactly 5 rear guards, plus 10k in a crit until the end turn. And at the end of turn, it counter charges. So you can literally just keep spamming it, gaining crit, and then at the end of the turn, you counter charge for every skill that you basically completed. It locks all cards, so that's really good. Gets plus 1,000 for each rear guard you have, just like the other Ezel. And then he has a cross ride with incandescent line. The new skills is the cross ride with incandescent line. He didn't have that before. And then he also didn't have to look at the top 4 caller unit. He would just get a crit. So this is a nice buff to him that made him as good as he is right now. If they would have left him as the regular way that he was, he wouldn't be as great. He would just be an unlocker, a really costful unlocker. So we also playing the 4 Ezel, counterblast 1, look at the top 4 cards of your deck, call 1, and then gain power of that unit, and then plus 1k for every rear guard. So most of the time you definitely want to ride him before you ride Scissors, just so you can get that cross ride base, and so you can fill up your board before you drop Scissors if you don't have cards on the board. And then we're also playing the 1 of Platinum Ezel. This is a good 1 of counterblast 1, gain a crit. When you want to dispense those games, you know your opponent doesn't have PGs, they still have heals and stuff like that in their deck. You just boost your rear guards, counterblast 1, to have all your rear guards gain plus 5k, and then he gains a crit. Now they may hit this one once per turn because they didn't want you spamming it like crazy. Counterblast 1 to gain a crit is really good. They is not gonna let you spam that. And then he's a cross ride with Blonde Ezel, and then he's limit break 4 when you have Ezel in the cross ride. And then you're also playing, you really want to play for Zenith. He's a really good card to end games with. When you crit your opponent all the way to 5, you drop him and then you just finish the game off. When he attacks, counterblast 1, put a rear guard on your board to the bottom of your deck, call 1 from the top of your deck and give it plus 10k, so it always hits numbers no matter what. And then he also has a skill which I don't really use because I don't play Blaster Blade Liberators, but some people do, so you can be able to put him back in the deck. But when you draw him, if you're not calling from deck, then you're not really getting the skill off, so I don't really play it. Blaster Blade Liberator is a little too clunky for what you're trying to do with the deck. So this other skill is just when it's placed from deck, return it back to the deck and call Blaster Blade Liberator from your deck. If you don't have one in deck, then you can call from the drop zone, and then he's cross ride with Solitary Liberated Gun Slot. So you really want to play for him. I don't have for him. He's a rank reward next set, so I didn't feel the need to go ahead and craft 2 of him, even though I have material to craft them. I'll just settle for playing Spectral Duke, the same multi-attack, but just more counterblast heavy, and then he also is only on 10k, so you have to hope that you hit a trigger. So you know what I mean, it helps out every now and then. It's not that great, but it's there, I guess. It's better than Chrome Gel, I guess. There's not really much other triple rares you can play. Like Zenith is the only one that doesn't need Liberators for his skills, so the rest don't need Liberators. And yeah, so we go into the grade 2s. I'm playing 4 spirits just to be able to, when you have 3 counter blasts, just to be able to get rid of those intercepts when you need to. Some of the times you end games with Ezel, you re-ride over Scissors to ride Ezel and just to get those spirits out and start getting rid of intercepts to get those 3 swings per game if you don't have Zenith. The MVP of the deck is the Sephira Knight of Far Arrows. Just basically when you call it for deck, soul charge, counter charge. So you basically, let's say you have 4, you have your limit break 4, you have your limit break, and then you use 2 counter blasts to use a skill. You call her out, she counter charges so you can use it again, so you can be able to spam your crit. So she's really good. You want to keep her in deck as much as possible because being able to counter charge is super good, and then he counter charges after the game. So you just want to keep up with your counter blast, manage that really well so you can be able to still keep swinging with the multiple crits. And then you're playing you're playing 8 self damagers. They have, Ezel has his own self damager, Sacred Twin Beast, Black Lion. They definitely changed the skill of this to what it is now for a self damager for Ezel. And then we're playing the one of Disciple of Pain. So we're actually playing 9 self damagers. And then we're playing the Dendrain, Listener of Truth Dendrain. She's really good in this deck, mostly because when you already have your intercepts, you're really not mattering to get spirits as much as possible because sometimes you don't have the counter blast to use them. So if you can just drop a Dendrain, draw you some cards, try to get to your PGs while you're filtering your deck. Dendrain at 4 is definitely good, especially if you're able to hit 2 off of Kara. It's just free plussing. And then we're playing the 4 Liberator PGs, and then we're playing 4 of the grade 1 Ezel self damager, Sacred Twin Beast, White Lion. So it's a really good deck. You're still playing 9 draw, 4 heal. It's really good. It definitely stalls your opponent. It's just that stall game, just trying to keep your opponent from limit break. Just limit break, denying your opponent and popping out all those PGs so you can end the game with either Ezel or regular Ezel or Zenith. Looks like we're playing against a mirror match maybe. A lot of people take like half to Kudo, but they're not playing Ezel, so. But we might be playing against Ezel. Let's see. Alright. Put this back and put this back. You want to keep those in deck because they have to be called from deck, and then we draw 2 spirits. Okay. It's not arrow. I'm cool. I need to keep her in deck. I need to be able to get her. Got a PG. Towards turn 2, when you're ready to ride Ezel, Grand Scissors, you want to have at least 2 PGs. So hopefully we draw another PG so we can go ahead and just start pumping out crits. Hopefully we draw regular Ezel, but you know what I mean, I would rather draw a self damager. My opponent's trying to disconnect on me. Usually this game right here comes down. The mirror match of Ezel just comes down to who has the most PGs. Oh, he's playing crits. Wow. Okay. Okay. You can definitely play it like that. It isn't a bad method of playing. Just because you have Dendrains to draw cards. You do run out of cards pretty easily, so I really don't know if that's the best idea. But to each his own. If you feel like you want to play crits, then play crits. Let's see if we can get a nice. Pretty nice. It's too bad we healed that intercept. We play so many self damages. If you damage check something, you still have a chance to put it back in your deck from self damages. So he pushes to 2. We're pushing back to 2. Hopefully he's drawing his self damage. He's not giving us damage. Alright. Going Ezel. My opponent not giving me enough damage, so we are gonna call this And then we're gonna try to hit with Ezel and use our Kara to get some cards. I'm pretty sure he's gonna push me to 3 because I'm pushing him to 4. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna push me to 3 this turn. So I should just be able to self-damage my way into my stuff. Another PG gone, nice. I like it. I like seeing it. Alright, we got 1 Din Drain. Don't want to call it a PG. We'll just take the Spirit. Why not make him work for it? We got cards, so let's make him work for the damage. Okay, he has Ezel, so he's probably gonna pump out some Spirit and get rid of my intercept, so that's not a problem for me. The more Cannon Blast he uses, the less he has for Scissors, so I'm cool with that. Okay, didn't get a Spirit. When you don't get a Spirit your first check, it makes me think maybe you're not trying to get Spirits. Maybe you're not trying to push that damage. Yeah, I don't think you're trying to push the damage. Like, this definitely becomes a little bit of a struggle because when you get in a situation when you're about to deck out because you're soul charging, you're pumping cards out of your deck, it definitely gets a little bit of a struggle. There is a Spirit. He must have just been not being able to get any Spirits. Alright, so I'm going to 3. So he's going back to 3. Self-damage. Ooh, another hit. Wow. Okay, he's going back to 2. Yeah, I'm going 3. Pretty strong. Definitely strong. Alright. I will call a line. And then call here. Just because I already have 3 Din Drains on the board, so there's no great one I really want to call. So we just do this. Can't get rid of the intercept. I can push him back to 4. But the game is definitely in his ballpark right now. I'm not able to push enough damage in there. I think I've lost already 3 heals. He still has 2. He's swinging with crits. That double heal was something. Definitely was something. Alright. We're at 3. Let's see what happens. I don't know. Pelennor. Okay. That is different. That is super different. Is Pelennor the heal? I know Platinum's the heal. No, Pellennor's a crit. That's a 1-up Pelennor. And he's playing 4 Platinum. Why did he call it self-damaging? Just to heal? He wants to put the Platinum deck in deck, so that's the thing. Okay. They gave us enough to use our skill. Strong cards, nice. Alright. I'm gonna swing with some more crit. Not calling a PG, not calling triggers. Self-damage into my PG. Cool. Alright, and I guess I'll just call the Spirit. Save the self-damage for later. Alright, let's see how many PGs he got. We're checking PGs now. I'm checking my last heal. Checking those triggers. Ooh, he doesn't have another PG. Yep, and that's the game. I was surprised. I didn't think I was gonna win that one. It was the game was in his hands. He had all the counter blasts. You know what I mean? He had the chance to definitely get in there. So that's the game. You just, you know what I mean? You just keep swinging with crits until your opponent doesn't have enough PGs to win. That Pelennor definitely threw me off. I didn't see that coming. I definitely didn't see that coming. It's a nice tech. You have to put the triggers back. If you don't have Zenith, I guess. Alright. Okay, we gotta put cards back. We got too much of shenanigans in our hand. Like, you can't be mad at drawing cards that you don't want to draw because, like, this is what your deck is full of. You're full of self-damagers, you're full of spirits, you're full of this card. Like, you're gonna draw them eventually. You will hope that you can not draw as much so you can be able to check them. Use them, I guess. Call them. Playing against Soul. PG to the bottom. Okay. Nice. I mean, another self-damage. Keep pushing damage. Hopefully we get self-damage by the time my turn comes back around. Because they're not shy at giving you damage. They're definitely not shy at giving you damage. This is what this deck is all about. Just keep pushing. And it's set retire and push. So he has enough counter blast to use blast away, so he might just retire this and swing face 3 times. Okay, he's just putting up the wall. No, he's gonna push me a 3. So I guess I only need one PG, one intercept. Let the PG to the bottom. But he shuffled his deck, so I guess that's just new information. Alright. We are going... we don't have mini cards. So we'll just go Ezel. Yeah, we'll just go Ezel. Get that cross-ride base. Self-damage. Get this out. I'll put some damage. Ah, we're not getting that back. Okay, shoot. Alright, not getting that one back. Let's call another one. Guess another intercept. I think I have to go for the spirit. Yeah, definitely go for the spirit. Alright, this allowed me to push in the 4. I'll just retire this. I'm using a lot of counter blast. And I still have this to use. And I only have 2 heals left in deck. This is when, like, going Ezel first becomes a struggle. Because, like, Ezel just pumps out wizards. So hopefully we can get the heal. That's nice. That's our last Zenith though. So we're not getting that. We're not gonna end the game like that. So our trigger is nice. Self-damager. So we're going back down to 2. And we might be able to put our Zenith back. Let's see. So we're counter blasting that trigger. Alright. We're gonna call these. Booster here. Intercept here. Both of these triggers, so maybe not. Alright, we gotta hope for some heals back. Come on, put the heals back. Put the heals back. Alright, we're out of Zenith, so that game ending isn't gonna be there, but we still have Spectre Duke in our hand. And he doesn't have the Sanctuary of Light guy. I forgot his name. Oh, he's taking out all the intercepts. He like, yo, if you gonna push me to 4, I'm gonna come with it. He's taking out Energy, he's taking out other cards too. I got cards for days, so I'm good. To be honest, this game makes me feel like I want to stay on Ezel. I still have 2 spirits in the deck. Nah, we'll go. We want to keep counter charging. Got that cross-ride base. Okay, we'll call this here. And then we'll call this. Ah, I lost another heal. Man. Our heals are not trying to stay in our deck, I promise you. And we're about to unflip it now too. Unfortunate. So we're out of heals now. So we're not getting Alright. At least we got one PG. And we're at 4. Let's see if he has any PGs. We are out. Hopefully we draw some PGs. Does he have Counter Blast? Use Blaster Blade? Nope. Oh, we put one back! Let's go! I forgot that Zenith was there. He put one back. That's nice. I appreciate that one. Oh yeah, I got scared right there. Alright, he swings at us. He's only checked 1 PG. He's got lots of heals. Ooh, another PG, nice. Okay, how many spears we got left? Just 1? I guess we just continue to swing with a crit. We gotta get some intercepts though. We definitely gotta get some intercepts. At least he doesn't have an intercept, that helps. Oh man, that's tough. I guess to draw a card, maybe we might draw to a PG. Let's see. Nope, drew an intercept, I guess. I'll take it. Alright, let's go battle. Let's go battle. Whipped heal, I like it. Alright, let's swing for a PG. Oh no, shoot! Oh man, that might lose us the game. That definitely might lose us the game. Ooh, maybe not. Maybe not. Yep, that's it. So you just, you know what I mean, keep pressuring your opponent with crits. Line up your board with regular Ezel and just keep pressuring your opponent with crits. We won that game so fast. I'm gonna play another one. I'm gonna give you guys another one because these games has been going through quick. Like, Ezel isn't a stall game unless your opponent has PGs. So if they don't have PGs, you're just pushing. You're pushing, setting up intercepts and keep pushing. If you go against a deck that can't really get past intercepts, then you're gonna win that game because you're putting so much pressure on the board. But if you go against a deck like Liberators, Kagero, they are retiring everything. They are leaving you with nothing. Alright, we got Special Duke again. Vanguard! This is gonna be a tough deck because they do a lot of pressure and also this might be an Achilles heel also. The Bilal shenanigans. The last game I give y'all. Like, Spectral Duke is just here for aesthetic, to be honest. I've won 1 game with him. But like, I would rather have him. He definitely needs to be Zenith. Zenith, like, just being Zenith's 11k, and when you multi attack, you always hit numbers. So Spectral Duke is like, you're like, how do you say it? You're grasping at straws with Spectral Duke. You got hit triggers. You got hope your opponent has a hit trigger. And then hopefully they're 5 so they're not checking each hit number PGs, all that good stuff. I hope I draw Ezel because we don't have no self damagers. We don't have a lot of cards, and he's definitely giving us damage here. Yeah, definitely. So he's gonna restand, swing again. So we're taking 3 damage. Here. Search. Morgan Rot is a really good starter. There are some really good starters in Vanguard 0 and he is one of them, I'm trying to tell you. Alright, draw self-damager maybe? Okay, we do self-damager, nice. But we don't have cards to play. Let's see here. I can call 2, but it won't be enough. So I'll just call this. It's not enough. I'm not calling the PG. I need those for the limit break turn, break rod turn. So we'll just do this. Use our Counter Blast. We're going back down to 2. That's good. I probably have all the cards in the world. Like we got to put our trigger back. So that's good. And it's a heal. Nice. Okay, so we'll call this. And call. Just make sure we have intercept. That's what I call this. So we'll put a booster there. Intercept here. Oh, you might not put the heal trigger back because they have to trigger. Nah, all those triggers are going back. Never mind, everything's going back. So we got heal trigger back, so that's good. Go ahead, let my opponent swing at me. Give me a little break. He has no problem doing that, as you can see. I definitely need to hit some draws. I'm gonna have to call this specialty down just to be able to use every skill. Wow. Guess not. We can still draw a self-damager. Nope, just Ezel. Just Ezel. Okay. Alright, we'll promote this and call this and just swing. This is tough. I'm just have to go for it because like stalling him at this point is kind of a waste, I guess. I feel like. I'm trying to think, should I give him a limit break? He doesn't have enough counter blast to do it properly. So if he has the unflippers, then more power to him, I guess. He needs at least 2 to really get the turn through, and we have 2 PGs, so makes sense. He must have the unflippers. He probably knew his turn wasn't gonna be as strong. So like, I guess we have to win here because we're definitely losing next turn. So we took away all our PGs this game. I mean this turn. So we have no more PGs. PGs to the bottom. Okay. Let's get information. Okay, so we're losing 1 PG. So we're losing cards. We don't have. Okay, maybe that's not it. We have 3 rear guards. So I guess we just got to call everything. Alright, intercept here. Call this here. And then call this here. Just to use this skill. But we're going to be able to use it twice, so it's super strong. Dang. That's tough. I have to put it here. I have to now. Oh, we're not going to do that trick. Alright, you can use it 2 more times. That's lit. That's super lit. And we got another one of her. That's nice. Alright, put it here. It's kind of better if you get like some spirits. You definitely need some spirits to really just clinch this game. I really feel like Alright, 4 crit. Let's do this. How many PGs you got, bro? Do you have the PGs? We're unflipping 4 damage too. Yep, you got it. Alright, let's see if this is enough to survive. He has to hit for his Vanguard to stand back up, so this is 3 swings to the face, so we definitely need a heal to survive. If we get that heal, we win that turn. Let's see what happens.
First check. Second check. 完全ガード。
Is the heal gonna be there? How many do you have left in deck? Oh, we only have one left. Let's see if it's there. Come on, heal. Heal, trigger. Okay, no. Well, that was a good game. We tried our best. That's a really hard matchup. All the restand, just multiple swings. Being able to get past intercepts is definitely tough. But there you go. The the strengths of the deck and the weaknesses of the deck. I'm gonna re-show the list again. It's really good. I was jamming on rank last season a lot with this deck. This is super fun. This is definitely my favorite deck this set, just because of him. He's glorious, and that buff was really nice. So like, comment, and subscribe if you're on YouTube. Hit that follow button. I have a Twitch stream, and hit that follow button if you want to know when I'm streaming. Any support is appreciated. And yeah, so thank you. Peace.